Snow White. In a faraway land, there lived a beautiful princess called Snow White. Her mother was dead, so the new queen was her stepmother. This stepmother was beautiful, but cold. In fact, she was an evil witch. This evil queen thought she was the most beautiful woman in the world. She asked her magic mirror every day, "Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the most beautiful in the world?" Then the magic mirror replied,
"It's you, my queen."
Snow White grew up and became more and more beautiful. One day, the magic mirror said,
"Snow White is the most beautiful."
The queen got mad, so she called in a hunter and said, "Take Princess Snow White to the forest and kill her." The hunter took Snow White to the forest, but he couldn't kill her. So he said,
"Princess, please run and hide. The queen told me to kill you."
Snow White ran and ran deep into the forest. When she was tired and couldn't walk anymore, she saw a little house. So she just came in and looked around. She saw one big round table with 7 little chairs. And she saw 7 little soup bowls and 7 little spoons. She also saw 7 little beds in a row. After dark, 7 little dwarfs came back to their little house. One dwarf cried out,
"Someone sat on my chair."
and another dwarf said,
"Someone ate my soup."
and still another dwarf called out.
"Hey, someone is sleeping in my bed."
Snow White woke up and said, "I'm Princess Snow White. My stepmother is trying to kill me, so I ran away." The 7 little dwarfs said,
"Poor Princess Snow White. You can stay with us."
So Snow White lived with the 7 little dwarfs. She helped them to cook and clean and made friends with animals in the forest. But the magic mirror said to the queen,
Snow White is still the most beautiful in the world.
The queen decided to kill Snow White in person. She changed into an old, ugly woman by magic and put poison in an apple. Then she started for the 7 little dwarfs' house with a basket of apples. "Hey, pretty girl, try this apple. It's yummy," the queen said in a soft old woman's voice. Snow White saw the red apple. Her mouth watered. The old woman said, "I'm so thirsty. Give me a cup of water, and I'll give you this apple." Snow White took the apple and had a bite. The next minute, she fell to the ground. The queen left, laughing aloud. Suddenly, some lightning flashed in the sky and hit her. The witch queen fell down and died. The 7 little dwarfs came back from work and saw Snow White dead. They cried and cried for beautiful Snow
Let's put her in a glass coffin.
so everyone can see the beautiful princess.
A prince from the neighboring kingdom was riding by and saw 7 little dwarfs carrying a glass coffin and the most beautiful girl lying in the coffin.
Stop there, dwarfs!
He called out. Hearing this, one dwarf got surprised and tripped over a stone. The coffin slid and fell to the ground. That moment, Snow White suddenly coughed and spat out the apple bite. She came back to life. The 7 little dwarfs were happy. The prince was even happier to see the most beautiful girl alive. He took Snow White to his castle. They married and lived happily ever after.